So thank you for joining us for tonight's presentation titled Business Proposal. This is focused on individuals, entrepreneurs that want to start a business, or if you have an existing business and want to be able to do a business plan to expand. This workshop is an overview workshop. We do offer our in-depth classes. For example, if you actually want to learn how to write a business plan. And by the way, people who are positioned to write business plans and business proposals, they can make anywhere from 900 and up per business plan. So that being said, my name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. So, what are our learning objectives? By the end of this session, you should describe the components of a business plan. Explain why a business plan is important. Define mission and vision statements. Define your target market. Describe your product and services. Outline your organization and management structure. Build your marketing and sales strategy and understand key financial statements. So, why is it important to plan? First, blueprint for success. Planning gives you a road map to follow. Keep your business on track as you grow and evolve. Two, communication tool. Your plan speaks to investors, suppliers, employees, and partners, building credibility before you say a word. Three, foundation for growth. Without a plan, business drift. A documented strategy dramatically increase your odds of survival. So what your business plan should tell others. First, who you are, your identity, your brand, and your founding story, why you exist, the mission driving your business. What and how do you do it? Product and services and delivery methods, and where do you operate? Location, market reach, how you profit, revenue models, and financial status strategy. This is important. You have to understand the numbers and who your customers are, target market and customer focus. And then finally, why it matters. Your unique value position, plan structure, executive summary and context. The first part of the business plan, or the first item in the business plan, is your table of contents. Your um, table of contents lists all of the key sections of the business plan. It helps readers navigate to specific section quickly. It brings organization to clear structure. It brings organization and clear structure to the document. Your executive summary is the most important section of the business plan. It gives all of the other sections of it's done when all of the other sections are completed. It should be about one, maybe 2 pages, no more than that. Your business description and structure. So let's talk about the different types of legal entities. The first type is called a sole proprietorship. And this is probably far the most simplest form. Is you and the business are the same entity. It's easy to establish at no cost, but it is some issues related to tax and related to liability that you want to take into consideration. And then there's a partnership. Two or more co-owners share profits and losses. You must file a partnership certificate to register. Then you have the corporation. It's an independent legal entity. Exists separately from its owners. It offers limited personal liability. Then you have your S corporation. Limited liability plus pass-through taxation. Losses can be offset personal income. Losses can offset personal income. Then you have your C corporation. Your C corporation, a separate legal entity. You have to follow your 1120. Can create double taxations on an individual. When I go to my in-depth class, I give to the individual. I go into the individual, which is best. But right now, I just want to give a general um, perspective. And then finally, you have your no, what's known and the most recent is known as the L3C or low profit LLC. This is a hybrid structure blending social mission with businesses. It's designed for nonprofits and community ventures. It allows program related investments from foundation. I'll talk some more about that because not today, but I give a whole class on L3C. It is really something that you want to look into if you got both a nonprofit and a for-profit heart. Naming your business and your permits. If you intend to conduct your business under a name other than yours, you must file a fictitious name. Now, what about the requirements? Well, some of the things you want to look into, making sure that the type of thing you're doing is zoned for it. So you need to get a zoning permit. You need to get a business tax receipt. You need to get your state and professional licenses. Your if you're selling, if you're drinking, or you sell any type of drink, you need your licenses. You need your health permits if you're doing something in health. Your real estate license if you're doing real estate. I'm sorry, your retail established license if you're doing retail, and then finally your environmental um, regulation. Now, this is not all, but this is some of the most popular ones. So, as you can see, as we move forward, because doing this business is not easy, but it's not complicated, especially when you know what you're doing coming in the door. Location, location, location. For businesses that depend on customer traffic, choosing the right location can be more important than the name. Starting with zoning. Is the area zoned for your business type? Affordability. Do rent align with your budget? Condition. Is it ready to occupy or do they have to do some work before you move in? Competition. Is around businesses complementary or competing with your business? Suppliers. Can suppliers find and reach you easy? Trust me, that's important. Suppliers can get to you. Employees. Does the area offer quality labor pool? Safety. What is the crime rate? Will staff be safe and image? Does the location match your brand identity? Let's talk about the target market. We mentioned this earlier in the presentation about target market. Now let's get in deep about the target market. And let's talk about the three types of target markets. The first is demographics. That's the age, location, gender, income, education, occupation, or family or status. And then we have what's known as psychographics, beliefs, values, goals, lifestyles, and customers' motivation. And then finally we have what's known as behavioral. That's online browsing, purchase history, brand loyalty, and usage patterns. All this is taken into consideration as your target market. You have to know your target market. And you get this information through both quantitative and qualitative research. Now, a description of your product or your service. Do you have a product or do you provide a service? Do you do both? My company, we provide a service and a product. The service we provide is giving these workshops, and the product we provide is we sell books on what we do. Okay, what you sell is important. Describe your product and service, how they are made or delivered, and key supplier relationship. Problem solved. Every business solves a problem. Explain the problem and why your solutions was better than the competitors. Competitive edge. Patent. Executive exclusive agreement. Technology or licenses that set you apart. Pricing strategy. Let me say it again. Your pricing strategy. Describe your pricing model. Are you low end, mid range, or premium? What's your projected margin? Now, we get into organization management and competition. Your organization and management, the questions that you should address is how the company is organized, the legal form of ownership. Remember we did talk about the legal S corporation, C corporation, LLC, and all that. So you need to be able to talk about what is the legal form of your ownership, how things get done. That is, what is the process. You need to be talking about what are all the required licenses that you have and permits that you have. Remember we talked earlier about needing this, and then you need to have a bio of key company managers. Your competitive edge. Never claim you have no competition. Every business has competitors. You, your plan must identify them and explain the difference between them. Include both direct competitors, that is, same product and same services, and then indirect competitors, alternate solutions, for example. And what do I mean? If you got a pizza shop that you want to start, but yet there are 12 other pizza shops within 3 blocks of each other. Okay, your marketing and sales strategy. I think at this point you understand that there's a lot goes into really running a business, and more importantly, putting together a business plan. But come on, keep on. You're going to appreciate it at the end that you have digest so much information. So this section is going to deal with marketing and sales strategy. Let's start with positioning and niche. Niche. Define your unique segment of the market and how you want to present your company to your customers. Let's talk about what are the different advertising channels. Well, online slash CEO. I'm sorry, SEO, social media, email marketing, content marketing, mobile marketing, public relationship, radio and TV, print slash out of home. Now, let's start to get into financial management because this is very, very important. If you don't understand the numbers, then anybody can really flip you as a business. So even if you don't have an in-depth understanding, having a basic understanding is important. So let's talk about the different types of financial management. First is called the balance sheet. And the balance sheet is assets equals liabilities equal net worth. It measures business value, a snapshot in time. Income statement. The income statement is revenue, minus expenses equal profit slash loss. Measures how a business has performed over a specific period of time. And then finally, cash flow statement. That's cash in versus cash out. Monthly review of cash on hand, incoming and outgoing. Determine working capital availability. That's important. You need to know how much capital you have to do what you want to do. Now, your financial plan, let's talk about financial plan and start up business. Let's start with the financial plan. You should have 12 months profit and loss projection. You can have optional 3-year profit and loss projection. You should have cash flow projections. You can have optional 3-year cash flow statement. You should have projected balance sheet, a break-even calculation, a use of capital if seeking funding. Now let's talk about startup expenses. The startup expenses detail all costs needed before opening your door. Your opening day, your opening day balance sheet, snapshot of your financial position when you launch. $5 in the bank, $500,000 in the bank. Your personal financial statement required. It's required if you're seeking financing. Show your financial assets and net worth. Operational plan. Explain how the daily operation of your business, location, equipment, personnel, and process. Production. How do you produce and deliver? Equipment used and unit costs. Quality control. Procedures to ensure consistency and standards. Location, site, building type, zoning, accessibility, rent, utility. You getting it now? It takes a lot to put together a business plan. Legal environment, that is your licenses, your permits, your trademarks, insurance, and regulations and others. Your personnel, that is employee types, count, pay structure, training plan. And then finally, your inventory and supply, your stock level, supply details, lead time, and credit terms. Okay, your appendix should include brochures, your resume, uh, photos, and everything you need to do. Okay, we're getting almost finished, folks. I hope so far the information that we shared with you have been somewhat helpful, especially if you're new to the business or if you are existing business and you've been saying, I really want to do a business plan, but I don't want to pay a lot of money. Okay. Now keep in mind, we can not only do a business plan for you, but more importantly, if I were you, I'd take my business course and part of that business class with me teaching you how to write a business plan, and that plan will be yours. Now you have the skill set to go and write somebody else's business plan. And the average amount for a person that does business plan is 900 and up. Okay, that being said, let's talk about AI, how AI can help your business. AI can help your business. First, business planning. AI tools like ChatGPT can help draft your business plan, executive summary, and mission statement in minutes, and then you can refine it. Market research. AI analyze competitor data, customer trends, and industry reports faster than any manual research process. Marketing content. Generate social media posts, email campaign, ad campaign, and block contents tailored to the tailored to your target audience. I do want to jump back over to business planning and AI because I think it can be an incredible tool if you are a business writer. So this can be a good tool as well. Okay, let's continue on. I think marketing and content. Where were we? I cannot believe. Okay, that being said, I'm sorry, folks. I done lost my concentration. I have to go back to market research. I'm sure I did this, but I'm sorry. Let me go back to it. Market research. AI analyze competitive data, customer trends, and industry industry reports faster than any manual research process. Man, today has been a long day for me, folks. Things are beginning to run into each other. I think this is class number 7. Marketing and content. Generate social media posts, email campaign, ad copy, and blog content tailored to your target audience. Customer service. Bear with me, folks. We got this couple more slides, and you will not regret the fact that you attend this class. Customer service. AI chatbots 24/7, freeing your team to focus on high quality interaction and relationship building. I use AI for my business. So AI is a fine. AI does my sales, my marketing. AI does my strategic planning. AI does my financing. AI does my public relations. AI does all those things that I would have to pay individual for. So AI as part of your business can be a big plus, but you have to find tools to know how to do it. And that's one of the things we do is to teach you how to use AI to run your business. And then we have financial forecasting, AI tool models, AI tool model, revenue scenarios, flag cash flow risks, and generate financial projections from your input. Operation and automation. This is awesome. Automate invoice, scheduling, inventory alert, and repetitive workflows, slowing time and reducing errors. This AI is a game changer. But the best is yet to come. Now, how can the Web3 help your business? The Web3 and blockchain. The Web3 is the next generation of the internet, decentralized, transparent, and community owned. Here's how it operates. This is how it creates new opportunity. Smart contract. Automate agreements without lawyers or middlemen. Contracts executive automatically when conditions are met, reducing costs and disputes. Tokenization and fundraising. Raise capital through token sales or NFTs for not only for-profit businesses, but also nonprofits and community ventures. And they can get this fund directly from supporters worldwide. DeFi or decentralized finance, access loan payments, financial tools without traditional banks, especially powerful for underbanked community businesses. Especially because a lot of traditional businesses will ask you for a credit report, all that stuff. Well, that's not the case in the Web3. In fact, I teach a whole course on the Web3 and how it can change the narrative. So you want to catch me doing one of my workshops. I do so many workshops. Okay, let's go to decentralized identity. Customers own their data. You can build trust with transparent tamper-proof records of credentials, certification, and transaction. DAOs for community governance. Decentralized autonomous organization let shareholders vote for decisions. Idea for nonprofits and co-op needing transparent governance. I want to go deep into this right here, Web3. I'm only touching the surface. And then finally, supply chain transparency. Blockchain Blockchain tracks products from origin to customers, providing authenticity and ethical sources. A powerful marketing tool. Oh, we've made it to the end. Again, folks, this I hope has given you some insight. And I apologize. The night has been crazy for me. I've been doing class back to back. But we'll come to the conclusion. And that conclusion is this: 9 out of 10 businesses fail within the first 3 years. What are the number one reasons for failure? Because they fail to plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So you can take action today. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you want to know about any of our many different workshops, and we do workshops on different topics, then contact us at one of these numbers below or our email. If you're interested in learning how, if you're interested in wanting someone to come and do a business plan for you, please contact us. We'll be there. If you're interested in learning how to write a business plan, to take our professional business plan workshop, we will not only teach you how, but in that class, you'll learn how to write your own business plan. So then you can start positioning yourself to make anywhere from 900 and up per plan. During these times of hardship, this could be a supplemental income. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you've learned something out of this class. Again, feel free to contact us. We're looking